Hi, everyone, and welcome to Pints and Ports. We have special guest Simon Whistler, as well as usual guest Julian. Say hi, guys.
Up. How's it going?
Pretty good. That's weird. I can hear in my headphones, like the really, really old school mobile phone noise
Dude, I
when you had
know. It's my fault. I just realized I put my phone down on my mixer. So,
That's it. Yeah, maybe don't do
no,
that.
don't do this for a
I didn't
living.
know. I didn't know that was a thing even anymore.
Hey, it
Oh
is.
yeah, dude.
I'm sure Julian's got upset a few times where it's like, Simon, why's your phone near the bloody thing? Is it that?
Oddly enough, not you, but on my end.
Oh,
So like when I redid my entire office, I ended up learning how to build cables because everything I had kept on having some type of weird buzzing noise. So I wanted to shield all of my fucking cables without having to replace them, like buying them.
did you
And
shield?
it turns out it's my fucking camera. Like my camera's wires run like the way I used to route it, they would run right like behind my mixer, and those cables apparently like just want to talk.
Wow. I had one that drove me batty for ages. It was this constant buzzing. I bought like a new Tascam thing that plugs into the camera to do the sound, and it was constantly buzzing. And I'm like, I tried replacing all the cables, I tried doing this, I tried doing that. And eventually I was like, well, when it's on battery power, it doesn't make this buzzing sound. But as soon as I switch it over to USB, it does. So I'm like, okay, it must be some sort of like power thing. And like Google had completely failed me. Like there was no one talking about this. And I'm like, fuck. And so I was like trying to figure it out. I changed the cables. It was the bloody USB thing. It was the plug you put into the thing. And
Oh, the dongle.
I don't know if it's a dongle, but like, the adapter that you plug into like a wall socket and it gives you a USB port.
Yeah.
And this thing was just like obviously not shielded or whatever. And I was like, well, it's really nice. It's an expensive one. I just got a shit one that I got free with like a Samsung, some device, plugged that in, and that was clean. So, but I don't know how to buy clean ones. So I'm always just like, I've got like 100 of them from various things that I've bought over the years. And it's just a matter of swapping them out until you find one that doesn't buzz.
The house I live in is like 100 years old, and I think the wiring has been redone once. Like, I don't know if any of you know anything about UK wiring, but the really old cable that when it's in the wall is like furry.
Oh,
It's got it's got like an insulated fuzz on it, and I think that cable was made illegal 20 or 30 years ago. Um,
what
so
was wrong with it?
and it was, well, I'm guessing that furry wire probably isn't a great idea for like catching fire and stuff.
Assume it's some sort of like a resistant fur, like asbestos or something.
It
That's what I
might
was
be
gonna
that.
say.
Yeah, it might be asbestos. I'm not sure
I
anyway,
think
but
asbestos. I think I'd rather have the fire risk than having asbestos. My wires being ripped out.
but like they've just added to circuits in the house. So the label, it's a newish fuse box because it's a rented property, so it has to be like a new fuse box. Um, but when nothing labeled on the switchboard actually does the things that it's supposed to. So if you
Yep.
turn off, say, downstairs lights, like most of the upstairs lights will still stay on. There's one random socket in the upstairs hallway that stays on. Like, for fuck's sake. But
I You've had like an extension done, and they haven't done the wiring properly. They've just extended like a couple of circuits from like, oh, this one's the bathroom circuit, so we'll just loop that round here. This one's like the downstairs cooking circuit, so we'll loop that round there. And you're like, okay, but whenever my like kettle, triggers the fuse box or whatever, why do my upstairs lights also turn off? Like, what's going on?
crazy. But yeah,
So,
the wiring is so old and like noisy. You get so much mains hum. If I want anything to be quiet when it's plugged in, I have to run it through. I've got a UPS, uninterruptible power supply, and that's shielded. So I plug that in and then plug everything into the UPS.
oh, would that make it cleaner? So I'd get a cleaner audio?
It works for me. I can't.
I was really embarrassed the other day. I bought a UPS. I was setting up like a new server system, bought this UPS, and I'm like plugging it in, and it doesn't work. And I'm like, oh, for God's sake, it doesn't work. And it was,
Can I guess what you did?
you can.
Did you not take the tabs off the battery and connect it into the circuit?
But also, I bought it from this company, which it's like the Czech version of Amazon. And I accidentally bought something box open, where it's like, oh, someone sent it back because they don't want it. And I never buy box open because the savings like 5%. And usually someone sent it back for a reason, and the technical department doesn't know what that reason is. They just box that shit back up and making it someone else's problem until someone decides not to return it. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm already starting from a place of, it's their fault. It's their fault. So I'm like, I send them a pissy like refund thing, being like, guys, I don't want box open. Don't send me one bag that's box open. Just bill me for the middle charge and send me a new one. They send me a new one, I open it up, and I read the instructions, and I just hasn't done the tap on the bottom.
Yeah, I did the same thing. First time I bought a UPS. First time I bought a UPS, I took it back to PC World to yell at them.
Oh, sorry, Dave. I think I was talking over you. I lost your
Oh,
insight.
sorry. I said, first time I bought a UPS, I took it back to PC World to yell at them. And they were like, you have to, like, do this.
And you're like, thank you.
Yes.
I used to work for an electronics store that's going to go unnamed, but it was very blue and yellow. And I worked for...
Get the reference. I won't because I'm British. Dave won't because he's blind.
But I know.
Oh, you've definitely heard of it, though.
Wait, Best Buy's red. What's the other big
Best Buy's blue and yellow.
Oh, it is? What am I
Fry's was red.
No, it's not Fry's. Didn't Best Buy opened in the UK for a while, right, Dave?
Not that I remember.
I swear it was red. Maybe there was another big American electronics retailer that opened.
Circuit City?
Maybe.
That was like decades ago.
Dude, I think it wasn't Circuit City, but I think I am thinking of Circuit City.
Do you remember Maplin?
Dude, yeah, I used to do the electronics kits from Maplin.
Yeah, Maplin's are fucking nuts.
I know of that store.
They're still online, but there was a Maplin store near where I used to work, and I used to go there on my lunch break just to like
projects,
not buy stuff,
Dude, Maplin's was dope. I would go there, and every week he'd buy me you used to get these electronics projects. They're like £5 each.
Yeah.
And I take them home and like solder them together, and yeah, it's fun. It's good times. But now it's like, I want to do an electronics project. Hello, AliExpress. Oh, 700 pieces of wire for like $4. Yes, please. It's like, oh yeah, no, I needed a power regulator for a battery that I'm putting together. Like, and it was like, I just need one. And it's like, well, it's 5 for $3, and that's the minimum. Like, okay, I guess I'll take 5.
There's a company called RS Components, which is radio spares components. And I was replacing the output transistor in a stage amplifier that we blew up. And I wanted, I wanted 2. And I called the guy up.
What's wrong with it? Just stop working.
I called RS Components, like, oh, how much are these each? And he was like, they're 23 pence or something. I was like, cool, I want 2 of those. Like, no, you have to buy 100 of those. Never mind, I still want them. But I still have them in a jar. I have 98.
Throw the 98 away.
Well, you never know. I might need an output transistor one day.
That's true. You never know. Next time you blow up an amp.
I think my amp blowing up days are behind me. But
I think like 8 years ago, I was fixing my wife's washer for the first time when she was my girlfriend. It's funny because I'm fixing the same washer this week, but her sister had thrown in a load and it stopped spinning, and she's like, oh my god, I don't know what's going on. Julian, do you know what's going on? I'm like, no.
Shit's broken.
It's broke. But I took it apart and I found out it was just like one terminal connector, this big. It was almost fried to the point where I couldn't read the part number, but I barely got it. Look online, look everywhere. No one sells it. Call a parts store. I have to buy like 50 of them for like 50 cents each. So I ended up just calling a salvage place. I'm like, hey,
smart.
Just throwing it out there. If you have any of these old broken ass washers, do you mind if I take a look to see if you have this part? And they're like, oh, what is it? I'm like, it's a terminal connector for the pump. They're like, yeah, we actually do. Do you just want to give us like 10 cents for it? I'm like, you yeah, I want to give you 10 cents for it. 10 cents, either that or like, $60 for home warranty to come repair it, or $300 for a new washer that has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi for whatever reason.
Dude, we have Bluetooth on our Wi-Fi on our washer dryer at home, and I got so upset with trying to get that shit to link into. I use Home Assistant, like the open source smart home thing. I got so upset with fucking, okay, Miele or whoever the fuck makes the washing machine. And I'm like, your app is shit and it doesn't integrate. You know what I ended up doing? I just ended up getting 2 power monitoring plugs, plugged them into the wall, and then wrote like a YAML code that tells me when they stop drawing power for 10 minutes. And then it's
that's what I do.
because washing machines, how about you just focus on the washing part rather than the Wi-Fi connectivity? Because it's just shit. It was so shit.
Our washing machine has Bluetooth, but it doesn't really do anything. It's a Samsung thing, but it's an older model. So you can connect. It basically just gives you if there's an error, it'll give you the diagnostic code.
It
detects
does
how much
nothing
shit
for
is in your
you
pants.
and me, but it does something. So
Did you soil yourself?
Oh, Eddie Jordan's
yes,
dead.
that is part of it. So we replaced our microwave, and my wife was like, "Why is it taking it so long for you to find a good one?" Like, because I don't want one with Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or something that I can't replace. She's like, "Wait, don't we want that? Like, that sounds cool." I'm like, "Why the fuck would you want it for? Why? To tell you that it's done?"
Your microwave ahead of time? It's a microwave.
Yeah, that made me remember. Michio Kaku had like a futurist like special 12 years ago, which is crazy because I thought it was like a few years ago. In that he was like, in the future, everything's gonna be wirelessly connected. Your toilet can tell you how much blood alcohol you had by pissing in it the next day. And then that information goes to your health insurance. And then your health insurance goes up. Things like that. I'm like, that's
like,
kind of happening, isn't it?
like, my son, Romulus, come be in the toilet. I need your clean pee.
Are you trying to sound more British? Because I've edited like 3 videos now where you had to up the Britishness because one person.
I say privacy, and British people have to go at me, so I've been really trying to say privacy.
I say privacy, and I'm British.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh,
everyone says privacy. Privacy is American.
see. I went home and my family were like, "Why are you sounding like an American?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "You keep saying privacy. Who says privacy? It's privacy." And I'm like, "Well, next time I'll just be like, talk to Dave."
I'm gonna put a survey. I'm gonna put a survey on the. At this point, if you're watching this video, write in the comments. That's a good way to get lots of comments. Privacy or privacy? I'm not sure how you'll have to write it phonetically.
Because otherwise, all the Americans will be like, "It's obviously privacy, you idiots."
See, I think I always say privacy.
Yeah. We're American. If we can put a hard vowel on something, we're going to do it.
Privacy. Privacy. That sounds harder, doesn't it? Privacy. Privacy. Wait, isn't the hard vowel in privacy? I'm not entirely sure what a hard vowel is. I'm just doing it based on sound.
So am I. But I was taught that like the hard vowel is when it sounds more like the letter.
Oh, okay, I see. Cool.
But that's how I was taught. But I was also taught at an American school, so.
Yeah, sorry, I just lost where we were for a minute because I was thinking about something else.
No, it just gives me something to edit.
At least I haven't said my child's name yet.
You paused there like you wanted me to reveal it, like the big reveal. I just call my kids Romulus and Remus.
Yeah, bingo is. See, I nearly said the name then. I said bingo is, and then nearly said, what it actually is.
I mean, you do realize, like, I know your kid's name. So, like, when I edit your videos, like, there's a reason why I have auto subtitles done before I even touch footage. And so I can scrub through, and whenever I see something that shouldn't be there, I knock that fucker out.
You're talking about Dave's videos or my videos?
Both. Any videos that I touch, I have auto subtitles up so I can, like, knock out curse words and names and whatnot, like, right away. It's part of the rough edit. It's just faster.
Very nice.
But yeah.
I do realize that, but occasionally, like the other day, I did a live podcast for the Cooking Without Looking BBC, not BBC. I don't know. It's some American channel TV thing, and the show is called Cooking Without Looking.
Fuck.
And
You were on American TV?
the podcast for the American TV show. They want me to go on the show as well, but
Like
I
ship
haven't
your
yet.
ass here to go on
No,
set?
see, no. What they
Okay.
want me to do is film their money making content in my kitchen and not pay me for it.
You'll get loads
I'm
of
all-
exposure though, Dave. Come on.
I get more exposure from you, and you pay me.
It's true.
Anybody who started writing for you like first or early in their career has been spoiled, because I get the exposure. You know, I've written stuff free of charge, and like if I like the organization or whatever, I'll
Yeah,
do it
Stop
anyway.
paying then. Jeez.
But like, but I can't remember the first thing I wrote for you that got, and it got 100,000 plus views. I think it was the Feral Child, which got over 1 million.
Oksana?
Sorry,
Was it Oksana?
no.
Ah,
Who's Oksana?
she's the feral child out of Ukraine, like the most famous case. Like, she was like 3 and she had like just emotional issues. So her parents basically abandoned her in the backyard, and like she grew up with like dogs and shit.
Shit.
Yeah, it's the most heartbreaking
This-
thing in the world.
I don't know what. I'll send you the script because it's not up anymore. But
It's gonna go and sort out Ukraine. No more feral children.
yeah, need some
This was,
Russians
like,
to go in
early
there and clean that up.
90s. She's fine now. Well, she's not fine, but they don't do that anymore. I don't think.
It's a joke. I don't want Putin to invade Ukraine.
But yeah, sorry, I was saying. And then somebody contacted me saying, "Can you come and write this for us? It'll be good for exposure." And I was like, "Oh, how many people were likely to see it?" And they're like, "Oh, 600 or 700." And I was like, "No."
My high school graduating class was bigger than that.
Isn't like doing stuff for exposure. I almost feel like it's like so known to be like not insulting. What's the word? Exploitative. That I'm surprised people even phrase it that way anymore, because I feel it's just so overdone as a thing people know is kind of a scam.
I saw a thing a while ago for it was a master plan on there's a cake place in London, and this influencer went in and she was like, "Oh, can I have some free cakes? You'll get the exposure on my thing." She had like 1 million TikTok subscribers or something, and the woman was like, "No, we're London's most famous cake place. I don't need your exposure. You can pay for your cakes and use them, or you cannot, but you're not having free cakes." So instead, this influencer woman made a huge like shit on the bakery video that got like hundreds of millions of views, and most of the comments were like, "No, fair play on the bakery." So she just gave them all this free advertising, and they didn't have to give her any free cakes.
Even if they were small, it's their prerogative. Like, why are you so entitled?
I know, it's crazy.
Some people.
I'm not Simon. I don't have millions of subscribers. Fucking people. Most people. Like when I worked at Best Buy. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. I was the dude that had people coming in with UPSs who didn't know to break open the tabs and connect them together. So when I would show them, when I was green, would just go, "You didn't connect it, did you?" Like, "No, I plugged it into the wall and it didn't work." "No, you didn't connect it." Like, and I just throw it in and I show them what they didn't do, and I would hand it back to them, and then they would walk off with tails between legs. Later on, I found the tactful way to do it because I had complaints. But
Guy made me feel.
I would have that kind of stuff all the time. People are entitled. Why can't you give me your employee discount for this laptop?
I don't.
I've had that.
Who are you?
Because I don't want to.
when I was green, the default answer was, "You're not that cute." And
Ah.
later on, it would be
Oh.
man or woman, by the way, because I don't care and I don't judge. But later on down the line, it just becomes, oh, let me get my manager, see if they'll give you their discount. I'm tapped out. I bought 3 for my family.
Can't you just say we can't do that? Like, it's not
Yeah,
possible.
but they don't see, that's a hurdle. The thing is when you are exploitative or entitled, you take a hurdle as a challenge.
Yeah, it's just
It's
a
like all
challenge at that point,
sales.
isn't
This
it?
is why whenever I do anything with my wife, who still insists that we sit through timeshare presentations, give them nothing. I just look out into the water. I look at the ceiling. And when they ask questions, I give them nothing. You don't have a hurdle if I give you nothing to overcome.
Is this where someone tries to sell you like a share of a holiday house?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you usually get like a free weekend away. It's like come and stay in this luxury hotel for
Ah.
48
Or like an
hours.
excursion series for free. Like we went ziplining for free. We went like ATVing on the beach for free. We had seafood for free. I hate seafood, but I'm Asian, so free things kind of just make me happy. So like
Allergic to shellfish, all swollen like sharks.
It
it's
doesn't matter. It was free.
Yeah, dude. Like just give them nothing. So
In Europe, they've got
People
health
demand
service. I'll be fine.
in the UK, like you can't go into a superstore and get a machete. So
No,
I
you
actually
can't
know that
even.
you can pull something like 3 inches long, right?
Yeah, no. In the UK, you can carry a foldable, like a non-locking. Hang on, like this.
Wait, non-locking?
You can have the
Uh,
biggest knife you can carry, and there are zones in the UK that are knife, like no knives at all. But that, send a picture.
Wait, this is
That's
always in my pocket. Could I carry this?
I don't know. I can't see it. Does it lock?
Oh,
it looks to be about.
If it's more than if it's more than 3 inches and or it locks, then you can't have it.
well, it locks because I don't want it's a pocket knife. Of course, it locks.
Yeah, I mean, do you have to press a button to fold it up?
I press on a hinge.
Dude, that's not a. Dave, just to clarify, he has a flick knife.
Oh yeah, no, you can't have
Okay.
that. You can't have that.
Those are you can't just carry them. Those are illegal.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you can have one. You can have one in your toolbox.
You can't. Flick knives are illegal, my dude.
If you can prove you need it for work, you can have it.
Are you sure? I remember looking at
Barely.
came to Prague and he bought a flick knife, and my uncle's kind of crazy, and it cost about $1,000, and it was this beautiful like horn flick knife, and he was like, "Can I take this home?" And so we look it up, and it's like, "No, you can't." And I mean, obviously not. It would be in his checked luggage, but he couldn't. So it was not allowed, and so he just gave it to me, and now I have $1,000 flick knife, which is insane.
Does it have Bluetooth? I'd want Bluetooth. If I
Oh,
pay
I
that. Right.
Oh, I had a dark joke.
Dude, yeah. Flick knives, also called switchblades or automatic knives, where the blade is hidden inside the handle and shoots out, are illegal to own.
Fair enough.
This thing has
I
saved my
stand-
life
stand
so many
corrected.
times, like riding my bike, that I can't even count. Like this has been in my pocket for like 15 years.
Oh yeah, the little Swiss champ knife I've got. I bought it when I was 15 on Amazon as an unwanted, like as a returned gift.
Hold on, a
Um,
switch what knife?
it's a Victorinox. It's got the Swiss
Oh,
champ. It's
okay.
called, yeah.
Is it
Um,
Victorinox?
Victoria, I think. I'm not sure. It's one of those things of contention. But yeah, I've had it since I was 15. Pretty much always in my pocket, except when I left it in a hotel and had to go back and get it.
I was in a soft play, those big places. I don't know if you call them soft plays, Julian, like the big areas where children go to play and there's like trampolines and shit.
Oh, we got that a bounce house.
Bounce house, whatever. And there was like this big jungle gym, and it has like, it's kind of like a maze. And I'm like, what if there's a fire? Like, the kids are like in this thing, and I'm like, it's gonna take me like 15 minutes to get those bastards out of there when we want to leave. And I'm like, what if this place suddenly starts burning down? And I'm like, I'd just be trying like because there's a net, you know, and it's like a knife would make no work of that. It would be like done in half a second. But I can't get that. I can't break through nylon with my hands. And so I'm
You
just
might be able to if your child was going to be on fire.
dude, I mean, that shit is like designed to like stop people falling off like a giant jungle gym. It's going to be like really tough for safety. And I'm like, maybe I should just carry a little knife so I could cut shit open like that in an emergency, or like cut myself free of my seatbelt if I'm in a car crash, that kind of stuff.
But you're allowed to, aren't you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're allowed to. You can carry a little penknife. I wouldn't carry like a flick knife. Or, I don't know. Do you guys not have the dude problem of like winter's fine? I wear a jacket. It has inside pockets. I'll put like my phone in there and my little wallet. I'm all good. But summer comes around and I start looking ridiculous because I've just got like so much shit. I don't know what to do. Like, do you guys carry like man bags for your knives, or what's your I wish just I wish bags were okay for men. Like my wife keeps all her shit in a handbag, and I'm like, it's like the size of a pocket, but in the summer that's perfect. It's all you need.
I
Well,
always
one, I live in Silicon
exclusively
Valley,
wear.
so we all wear backpacks.
You what?
But
Sorry.
I
two,
always,
we all wear backpacks.
Yeah.
There's always a backpack. But since I don't work in the city anymore, my keys are relegated to my wife. So whenever we go outside, that big ass key that's this big for some reason goes into her purse. But right pocket is knife, left pocket is cell phone, back pocket, wallet. That's it. But yes, that is a dude problem if you have keys.
I don't have keys because I just have the smart locks because I was fuck keys, and then my work keys are in my car. So I just drive to work and they're always in the little cubby. And but dude, the phones are so big now.
Yeah.
Phone on the floor. And I don't know, then you put a case on it and then you put the cards in the back. And it's like, I don't know. I don't like it. But I also can't wear one of those. Is this trendy in America or in the UK, Dave? People wear those fanny packs. We call them fanny packs.
no, that's still universally frowned upon. But I almost exclusively wear jeans, even in the summer. So I could put my keys in my pocket. It's not a
As a
big
dude with
life
big
problem to
thighs,
me.
man, like fuck denim. I
Yeah.
hate
No,
denim.
I'm also with you on that. Like I used to wear jeans and then I started going to the gym and now I'm like, my thighs are kind of big for these.
4-way stretch or nothing. Like when I used to do 3 a days, and that would be working out in the morning, working out lunch, and then working out like in the evening. This was in my 20s. Like I could not wear denim. There was no denim that could fit. I would have to wear women's jeans if I was going to. And then they invented this like blend of denim that's like 2% denim, but like the rest is just like stretchy Lululemon shit. And that's
I'm
amazing.
buying that.
But they have no pockets. Well, they do, but like you can't put your phone in it.
See, I just if it hasn't got pockets, I won't buy it. Like,
Yeah.
I
Like I'm waiting for it to be like fashion cyclical to come back to cargo pants.
Dude, cargo pants are back.
when
Are they?
when I went to Florida, I had cargo shorts, and
Yeah,
I still
Florida's
have
different, man. You can't you don't count Florida with anything fashion.
But that's the thing. I don't care if it's fashionable. If they're comfortable and they can fit all my stuff in them, I'll wear them.
Dude, literally I searched are cargo pants in and it fills it with in style 2025. Dude, they are.
There you go.
Yeah.
They're
Oh
back.
man, I can break out my like 2002 box now.
Not the same cargo pants you remember from the 90s. The new cargo pants are more refined and stylish. They're made from high quality materials and they come in a variety of colors and styles. If you're looking to add a pair of cargo pants to your wardrobe, you're in luck. Maybe you can just have them tailored, Julian. Like, make the, I don't know, whatever they do, like, make them tighter, probably. Which tends to be the way fashion goes, doesn't it?
When I had my daughter, when I found out I was going to have a daughter, because you know, neuroses, I spent like 3 months learning how to work a sewing machine.
Oh. That's
Did you
cool.
not learn that at school? I did.
You learned that at school?
Yeah.
Home ec. We had home ec, but they taught us how to sew shit by hand.
Did you not learn how to? Did you not learn how to drive a sewing machine at school, Simon?
No, we had home ec and DT, but it was like home ec was cooking and DT was like building shit.
Yeah,
Oh, we had
shop class.
Yeah,
we had we had food technology for cooking and
and they did
textiles.
girls and boys, so the girls can do the things that they're designed to do, and we can do man things like drive.
Don't know.
Sorry.
No, they didn't.
No.
Everyone did everything.
She had never heard the term "women drivers, no survivors." So when
It's probably good.
When she crossed 3 lanes, I was like, "Oh, women drivers." And she's like, "What?" And I said, I thought she knew, so I said the thing. I'm kind of lucky to have a wife because she learned a lot from me that she shouldn't have.
Yeah. No, I would say that, but I definitely say it as a joke, or at least my wife would think it was a joke, even though I mean it extremely seriously. Hopefully, she'll not listen to this podcast.
Will you be joining Hustlers University?
I was thinking about starting my own version of Hustlers University because I was a big fan of the original. There just wasn't enough misogyny in there for me.
I see.
Yeah.
That was an amazing video. That's so good.
I don't think women should be, trafficked for sex. I just think, I mean, maybe just full slavery. Maybe
For God's sake.
that's Hustlers University 2.0. We're actually going to see women as chattel.
It'll be popular.
I mean,
depressingly so.
I do dabble in fashion design. Like, I can make that whole like handmade outfit for that university. Like, that's fine.
Great.
Will it have pockets though?
No. Why would they need to carry anything? They're standing in front of a stove. Everything is in drawers.
If they want to use the phone, they can borrow mine.
Borrow is lenient.
Sorry, rent a minute. It'll be taken out of their food allowance.
That they cook me.
Dude, what's Andrew Tate doing in Florida? Did you see that news?
Oh,
So
yes, I saw that news.
They did a big thing about not letting people smugglers and traffickers into America, and then invited him to Florida. It's a bit weird.
But they didn't invite him because the governor seemed to be governor's the head of the state, right? He seemed upset about this, right?
Ron DeSantis was finally right about it. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
is this because Trump got elected and he went on like a tour of these kind of righty podcasts? And do you think someone who's mates with Andrew Tate just put a whisper in his ear to lean on Romania to get him released? Because he's not going back to Romania, right?
I have thoughts.
Do you guys remember when the crypto guy,
Sam Bankman-Fried?
Bankman-Fried, when he was like in Bahamas or whatever, just chilling out? Bro, your shit's going down. I remember just messaging my friends being like, flee. You got a private jet. You got to get to a non-extradition country because you are Bernie Madoff levels of fucked. And he was like, nope, I'm going to go back to America and face the music. And I was just like, mistake. You made a mistake. And now you're in
mistake.
It's just like, I know it's going to suck to live in Belize, but at least you're a billionaire.
In Belize!
It probably sucks less than wherever the fuck you are now.
Unless like you're on that weird island, like on the south coast of Australia, where like they will literally shoot you down with wood for being not from there. Like anywhere where you're a billionaire in the world,
oh, you
gonna be better than where they don't want you.
I know the place you're talking about. I did it in a side project video.
Yes. Yeah, no, I don't know. Just do the whole John McAfee thing. Just flee. Go insane. He's dead now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is he?
Dude, he
I
killed
believe so.
Spanish jail. And he said, like, if I kill myself, know that I didn't kill myself or something. It's like, oh, shit.
Even if I did, that's what I would say.
Dude, I remember I made a biographics video about John McAfee back in the day. And someone in some Belize gang was like threatening me about like talking about his story. And I was like, all right, dude, chill. fuck out.
Right, guys. I'm gonna have to call it.
Oh, okay. We didn't talk about.
Sorry.
I had
Pardon?
extensive notes prepared on modular nuclear reactors.
Is
So
that
did
true?
I.
So did I, but
I mean, ChatGPT helped me with the research, but I read it.
did you?
I
Or did
listened to
Or did ChatGPT read it to you?
3 videos on YouTube passively for this.
Yeah, I made an effort.
I actually listened to 3 videos passively.
Thanks for having me on, though, Dave.
No worries. Anytime. Julian has to stay up late, but I'm happy to have you on any time.
That'd be nice. Look, when I'm like got some evening free or something, because you guys normally record in the evening, right?
Yes, yeah.
Family away for like a couple of days or something. I'd love to come back on and chat with you boys.
Okay, we could do like an extended one or a live one, maybe.
Dudes, I just bought a growler. Julian, you know what a growler is, right?
Yes.
I've heard of a growler. Dave, do you know what a growler is? Sorry, I know you have to go. One last thing.
I don't.
It's a beer thing. It's like this sealed container that you fill with beer. So you take it to like your favorite pub and they pour it into the growler. You put the lid on, then you go home and it has a tap that goes on the top that you plug a carbon dioxide cylinder into, like you'd get from filling a bike tire.
Yeah.
Pasteurizes it and it keeps the beer fresh for like 2 weeks. And it tastes.
Wait, what the
amazing.
fuck? Our growlers are just big ass bottles.
Dude, no, there's a company. Dude, this thing was like $150. It was really, I know that sounds expensive, but it's a big fancy piece of metal. It's really cool. I'll send you a link.
That's a mini keg.
No.
Like a growler is like a big ass jug.
Dude, it's
for us.
Okay, let me send you a link to this. I'll say, okay, I know Dave's got to go. I'll send you a link afterwards. It's from a company that ships international, so I know you'll be able to get it.
Put it in the description too. Other people might want it.
Let me just find it. Yes, dude, it's 119 euros. So that's probably like $119 these days. And it has 4-liter capacity, so 8 pints, basically. Or more than 8 pints American, less than 8 pints British. 1,280 ounces. There you go. And it comes with, dude, it's really cool. I'd recommend this. It takes up like half my fridge, but it's awesome. Hold on.
Well, at my old frat, we built a kegerator for this reason.
Always appreciate it. And those who are watching, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe because Simon's going to cook some stuff on here soon. He's already cooked it, but you'll see it soon.
Right, dude,
That's not out yet, no. Right, I gotta go, guys. Love you. It's been amazing.
Cheers.
Bye.